let's
or you
back
are
at it.
going to
Do it.
Got it from here, Connor. Let her rip.
All that introduction.
awesome.
What? That's okay. Here's
Happy
the real
birthday, Clay.
introduction.
Go check out Gopher Mafia.
Happy
Here we go.
birthday.
Let's
So sorry.
Oh, do it live. All right. Last time you guys made your way after losing the gem down into the tunnel below the Night Owl, a shady little inn. It's hit an earthquake, and went through the tunnels and fought a spider, which you defeated, a were spider, which you defeated, and took her staff and her moonstones. Went deeper into the tunnel to find a strange underground network webbing out underneath the city of Mylari, where a cart came by posting 3 catatonic humanoid figures as prisoners as they're carted along into the depths of the Underdark. To follow the path back to where it originated from, you came across a wereboar orc and some night masks, loading up more carts with other people's as you fought them. And
Danny, we can hear you listening to TikToks.
TikTok? It was a fucking message that my friend sent me.
You guys got the wereboar dead and then freed up 60 plus townsfolk from the tunnels and escorted them back to the Night Owl, where you broke into the festivities after convincing them to come to the museum / Church of Sehanine and wait for this all to blow over. What will happen this week on Roll Cool? Find out now.
Before we get started, I just want to note we are so professional on this stream.
Putting my phone on silent.
Don't schedule the stream during lunch. You don't want me to eat at the meeting. Don't make the meeting during lunch.
I'm getting hammered tonight, boys. It's going to pop off. One of you might die. I might die. I'll probably die.
We're all very close to death already. So.
Okay, so as Quoben just gave a big speech to all the townsfolk prisoners, you guys have been recognized a couple of them, some of them being hunters of the Wildico tribe, others various shopkeepers and just townsfolk around town, and one of them being Emilar, which you met the first night in Mylari at Maggie and Miley's. He is sober now, but very exhausted as he is in tow with your troop. You guys exit the Night Owl into a large festival of Cidium Glow, which is happening tonight. It's probably about 2 in the afternoon. So how would you guys like to traverse through Mylari to where your goal was at the church? But with the traffic going like through the festival, it'd be about 1 hour. But if you took a long way and even kind of went maybe even out of the walls of town and then back in the other side, it could take about 3 hours. So one is going to be a little slower, but probably safer from stuff. And the other one going to be quicker, more dangerous, but you might spot more stuff at the festival.
I got 2 questions before we get started.
Shoot.
Emilari, he's not the guy that was supposedly found dead, that was the drunk brewer?
He was that guy, yes.
Okay, all right,
He's
cool.
precisely that guy.
Second question,
2-parter.
what time is it? Ish. If I
2
can look at
o'clock.
the sun. 2 o'clock, okay.
Just going to hard say it's exactly 2 p.m. for easy tracking of time.
Oh man. Oh, so we got a lot of time here still before we got to get to the church.
I vote that we get to the church as soon as possible.
I think you're right, Tim.
We're done.
I
Do we want
watched
to cut through the crowd, or do we go around the outside?
I watched the
Like two
episode
trailer park
from
girls.
last time. You guys were saying the plan was to go to the church and long rest, so that way you're good in case shit went down.
Yeah.
I think
What if
we're
it goes down on the way
we
to
are
the church?
over their problems here.
Yeah, we are.
And you know what? They can all get fucked. We got these 60 cult members,
Yes.
future cult members.
We need to get
60
them
future
to the
cult members.
church.
We need to start indoctrinating
And like,
ASAP.
Should we go to the church though? But I
Yeah,
don't
we
think that's
should.
the best. But it's
We'll kick everyone out.
It's a fucking clown show.
We'll kill him. I'm over it.
I'm so tired.
It'll be fine.
We're gonna scare the shit out of that one pussy.
Who, me?
No.
Yeah, you.
I'm not scared. I will fuck everybody up.
We need you to just behave how you normally do, and it's gonna be fine.
I know how to behave. Yeah. Who, me?
What, is a long rest 8 hours?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not scared.
For most of you.
I will fuck everybody up. Damn, my 8 hours, man.
Yeah, maybe.
So would you guys like to take the longer way or the faster way?
Swing votes for the long way.
I believe the long way is probably the best choice
For most of you.
as well,
Damn, my 8 hours, man.
just so we don't lose anybody within the festival.
The longer way
Yeah.
or the faster way?
I'm gonna walk through the festival. I'll take the shorter way.
We do
Splitting
like a
immediately.
persuasion check because I could be persuaded. I
I
would
think
like for
Roman
them to persuade me to
naturally-
do the long way.
Naturally, Quoven would not. He's so over it. I think that he's just trying to get there.
Yeah.
Or else
Alright,
I don't think his brain thinks in long ways.
Let's walk through the fair. Let's scout it out. Let's see what's around there, and get an idea of the crowd that's around.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
I mean, three people have voted that to go through the festival.
Look,
So-
I can't read, okay? I get it, but I know how to count.
Isn't that three people who said to go to the festival?
All
Or
I'm
did Sphinx say
saying-
the long way?
Sphinx
Can you
said
read
long way.
numbers?
Three people have voted that.
I have hands.
You're a bad ballet. You know that, Danny? I
Anyway,
think
okay, I get it, but I know.
Did Sphinx say she wanted to go to, or
Long way.
Pam?
Sphinx said long way. Kobe
Yeah, I said long
short
way.
You said,
Yeah.
There's two for long way.
Read numbers.
Pem here said that he could be
I said-
convinced.
I said
M is
short way, but I could be persuaded.
Oh.
I will
was
roll a
trying to persuade
persuasion
him.
check.
I'll battle you in persuasion.
Yeah, I said.
He's already voting for your way. You don't need to persuade him
He said
until I
short or
win.
long? I thought he said the long way. What could be?
That's what.
Well,
That's why I was.
You're gonna do a persuasion off, so he does need to persuade him.
I don't know where that dice
Yeah,
went.
let's
I
do
rolled a dirty 20.
dirty 20, and then let's do Surge's persuasion. And as they're like arguing of like which way they should go, Pam just like, oh, which way should I go?
Okay,
Not a bad
Shang is
start.
making some pretty good points about the long way here.
Yeah, look, they will stay out of sight. They may see somebody they know in the crowd. Fuck
think
me.
that-
Fuck.
Natural
I have-
20 for 28.
Oh, okay.
We don't have
I have
time to take the long way.
We don't have
We'll
time,
walk
they're-
through. We'll scout it
They're
out.
not gonna
we'll
make
get
a
an idea.
3-hour journey.
Yeah, look at these guys. We need to get there as quickly as possible.
Look,
Short
we
way.
should maybe we should. No, I don't even know how the fuck this is gonna work.
This is the stone all over again.
Tries
We're
to
going to lose
persuasion
all
off the
60
bard.
people.
3-hour journey.
We'll have
They're all going. We'll get to the
I
church.
mean-
They'll all be gone.
Any one person who makes it is one person saved.
I agree with Coben.
there's
Like, if we lose 59 of these people, what we've done is save one person.
We can at least like I mean, we just gotta hold hands, right? Like
Hold
link arms and
hold hands, yeah.
yeah.
we can
We'll
split
we'll
ourselves-
advise everybody to hold hands.
Start the cult activities now.
Yeah, this is how it begins. We'll be
Chain
like,
gang.
we're
Chain
taking
gang.
you to the hospital. That's what we're telling. Like, we're taking you to get you like treated and taken care of. Please hold hands until we
We're
get to our
taking-
destination.
To a holy site in which we will be magically better.
It'll be
Okay.
like cow herding. We should have a couple of us up front, one of us in the middle, and two of us
And
in
a
the back.
dog. Sting, what you're gonna do is run around on the outsides yapping at them
Yeah,
to keep them going the right way.
exactly.
That's honestly. Hold on.
I feel like you'd be a good herd cat.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
I mean, that
I
seems
will
maybe
do that.
a little aggressive, but you know.
I'll be kind of calm about it.
To keep them going the right way.
Kind of. That's honestly. Hold on.
I feel like you'd be a good.
So is that
Okay.
the plan? We're cutting straight.
Yeah,
through,
we got a
taking the short
plan.
route?
I hate this
yeah.
idea.
Everybody's gonna hold
Me too.
hands.
Except for me, I can't hold all their hands while I'm running around them.
I guess I mean all the former prisoners.
All right. Going to make a roll here, but if
Let's
there's
do
anything you
a
guys want,
three-person line.
Except for me, I can't hold all their hands.
Yeah, we can make a third-person line.
Not a
Like
not a
there's
single
anything you guys
file.
wanna do
We're
in
gonna
the
tighten
travel.
up a bit.
okay. So not
We're
a
tightening-
70-person train.
Yeah, we're
No.
tightening formation some. Maybe 3 or 4 people abreast. Keep it as a moving blob. We're gonna go more death ball strategy versus.
Like a nice phalanx.
Conga line.
I think death ball is a better word.
All right. Oh my god.
They didn't see us.
I rolled a natural one.
I was gonna say I'd like to keep my eye out for the stage as we're walking by here. See if I can
Yes,
see
so there's a couple
middle
things you guys
area.
notice going
Yeah.
through the festival that I'll lay out. So
You're not performing.
it's very lively. About this time, see now it's 2:30, pushing 3 o'clock to get all the way through. There's a lot of foot traffic here. You see, just hundreds and hundreds of people all around. Everyone's excited. There's people are fairly drunk around this time, and picture like the music festival day where like people have already eaten lunch and had the morning drinks, and now the morning drinks have turned into the consistent like light beers because this can keep us going for a while. The White Claws and Bush Lights through the afternoon, so that way
Oh my gosh.
they're kind of hydrating you at the same time. There's a bunch of activities and festivities going on. The pie eating contest is in an hour and a half at 4. You see registration for that, and then you see there's no music going on currently yet, but you do see the stage and where it would be. It's fairly big. Stage would be the biggest physical stage that you would have ever played at Surge.
Ooh.
You're not playing there. You're busy tonight, turning into a fucking were creature.
It's gotta be there before
You
12,
see
right?
a bunch of these big casts that have, and those of you with perception or passive perception of over 15
What about at 15?
or higher,
Okay.
see that they are labeled Lone Wolf Brewery on them. And like at these little stations with them, you see, they're serving beer for very cheap prices.
Mm.
That's Home Skillet's brewery, right?
Yep.
Walking right past.
Yep.
All
I
right.
don't see it anyway. It doesn't matter.
We just found a downstairs blood farm. Like, beer is not the mood.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. I just know if it was his out of character for my
Sure.
edification, not for
What
Sphinx.
can we see the beer
So-
tent? What does the staff look like?
I don't see it anyway. It doesn't matter.
So what I was gonna say is that's
Okay.
what you guys see with the passive. If you guys would like to roll perception to see anything, if you're looking, or if you want to make a different sort of roll to maybe, I don't know, do something else, this would be the time to do that.
I'd like to check the tent because the guy was just almost killed and imprisoned. So, I want to see who's with him. Perception. You want it?
If you guys would like to roll perception to see anything, if you're looking, or if
The human train is continuing while this is happening.
I don't know, do something else.
They're not all humans, Clay.
Not great.
9.
The flesh
Yeah.
train is continuing.
Yeah, through the crowd. I mean, you can spot from far. You can see that people are pretty excited, and they might even be giving out, some sort of like free drinks and stuff. But from here, it's hard to see with like looking through all the heads of the crowd and whatnot.
The flesh
Okay.
train is continuing.
Yeah, through the crowd. I mean, you can. You guys do garner some attention of just some other passerbys who even like at one point go like, "Oh yes," and then like grab on like, "Oh, this is fun," and you might have even picked up a couple more people on the way
We accept
Dude.
whatever joins.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
as they think it's
I'm
some
not
sort
going
of
to
strange mystical conga line.
Love it.
The most
But-
depressed, smelly Congo line.
Close to death, bleeding out, disease.
So coming up to about 3 o'clock as you guys make your way through the festivities, starts to quiet down around here as
Love it.
You guys get to the Church of Sehanin, where you do see our good friend Wim standing outside, which I think Quoben and Lionel, you were there?
Mm-hmm.
So, the well put together Wim is outside. Looks like they have a bag of coin from looks like donations, as they're kind of like putting it onto in their little pack as they're kind of closing up the thing and switching the museum thing like close for the Cidium Glow Festival.
How many are there?
Right now you just see Wim.
And the door's still open?
Yeah. It's he's
He's in the process of locking it.
Yeah, he's closing up very with no pressure added to him, so he's just switching the sign and writing like
make sure the people get inside. He's in the process of locking it. And I'm going to approach Wim, my boy.
Oh, excuse me. Oh gosh. Oh no.
Wim. Is he by a wall?
Close by.
I shove him into the wall, and I put my face 2 inches in front of his. Wim, tonight you will repent for your sins, or I will kill you on the spot. Do you understand? Wim.
Make an intimidation check.
Is he by a wall?
Sving likes this.
Shove him into the wall, and I put my face 2
It
inches.
is
Natural 20.
Oh,
Are you shitting me?
amazing.
That was a dirty 20 followed by 2 natural 20s, I think is what's been rolled so far tonight.
I mean, no, my perception check in the middle is shit, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
That doesn't count.
As you see Wim just like complete terror, like goes pale white, just what do you need? Whatever you need. What do you what's
How many employees are still inside?
I'm the last one. We were closing up.
Perfect. Come with me, and I bring him inside. Everyone.
We'll
the
usher
keys.
the prisoners into
I would enjoy the keys to this establishment. And I hold my hand up.
Yeah, with the nat 20. Oh God! Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me!
Any other exits I should know about?
There's one in the back.
Are they currently locked?
It is locked. I already locked that one.
Okay. Now, would you mind showing me where the cells are?
What cell?
You know the cells, and I just throw them inside to the ground.
Oh God!
Everyone in, please. There should be enough room in the main area.
I'll be the last in.
Is there like a cathedral part? Is there like a pewy part of this
Yes.
church?
So
Okay.
it opens. Let me switch the vibe.
You know the cells, and I just throw them inside to the ground.
Ooh,
There should be enough room in the main area.
that
be the last in.
might be a little dark.
Cathedral part? Is there like a
It's gonna get dark. Don't worry.
of this church?
Good.
So
Fucking Coben, man.
it opens kind of like there's like this short little tunnel, then it opens to a very high ceiling where you see it's very like Catholic,
Yeah.
as like across from it there is a big statuette of Sehanin Moonbow and her little symbol behind her. There's pews, 2 lines of pews all the way up, and then around are a bunch of displays. So around the left there's like, let me see, there's 3 displays, like museum displays on each side.
Okay.
And then around
Are there?
are a bunch of displays.
So what I'm trying to think is if there are any windows along the walls where a were creature could jump through, or are they higher?
Like museum displays. There are windows that could be breakable. They're less built for windows and more like the stained glass.
Like stained glass? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they? So are they low enough for me to just block with pews?
Yeah, you could put some pews up and
Okay, that's what I'll probably end up doing. That's my project. I'm closing
Okay.
this from the inside, making sure we're locked in. Yeah,
I would
Yeah.
like to.
We gotta get the front door figured out too.
yeah, I'll
I
figure
would
that
like
out.
I'd like to start like medicine checking all the people, like just start kind of looking at them and like
looking them over
all
like one by
this.
one, doing it like a little checkup.
Yeah, giving them like trying to get them water and like some food. Maybe I don't know if there's anything like in the church and like I don't know, just making it like we're gonna be here for a minute, so
Yeah, okay.
try to
Go for the medicine check, and then Lionel, you can athletics to,
Okay.
and
One.
like,
Not a natural one, but a 1.
18 on the medicine.
yeah, okay. Go for the medicine check, and then Lionel, you can athletics to. Okay, 18 on the medicine. Yeah, you're able to.
One. Not a natural one.
There's some basic cuts and scrapes that people have that you're kind of quickly patching up, and handing out the good berries, and you find rations and stuff.
Berry right now.
I maybe you had one left over. You guys do all notice there's some basic cuts as this is happening. Surge is trying to escape as that secret roll wasn't that one.
I am the most preoccupied.
As the door is starting to shut, like you see Surge kind of like trying to.
I'm gonna go
Scoop.
check and see if we were followed.
Surge, come here. Can you help me with this?
Am I in the same room?
Well, I'm gonna go look outside.
Yeah, this is like as you guys are entering the area.
Okay, Surge.
As the door is starting to shut,
Surge, come here.
you see Surge kind of like trying to.
Surge.
But what about outside? Oh, okay.
Just a quick question.
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
you like the taste of human flesh?
Yeah, this is like as
Well, I'm not a
Do
human,
you?
so I
Answer
wouldn't
the
be
question.
opposed. I've never tried
Have you
it.
ever bit someone's throbbing arteries and ripped them out and bathed in the blood and joy? Have you done that?
No.
This thing looks suspicious.
That's what you'll be doing out there. Answer the question.
Look,
No.
it took us
No.
less than an hour
I'm not going to
get
look.
here. I need
I'm not
go
going
and
to look
play
at.
this
No.
show.
Just no to whatever you know.
I need to play
I-
this show.
I'm-
No.
It's important to me.
Am I hearing this?
No.
Like, am I
I
overhearing
can go and
this?
get back. The show starts at 7.
No.
I'll
Everyone's
follow
hearing
the
this.
girl.
It was an
I-
hour
yeah.
stealth.
I'll leave.
I will play. I'll be back.
If
before
you
midnight.
leave, the door is shut. If you leave the
I'm
door
on-
shut,
I'm kind of on Coben's side.
you can come back. You won't be let in. This is what's going to happen.
Everyone's hearing this. It was an hour stealth.
I'm done with
I
this
have to
town.
play.
I'm done with this festival.
I can't.
We
guess.
just
I
saved
have to
60
play.
people from a fucking blood farm, and you want to go play a little show? I don't give a shit.
I have to play a show. I don't want
Play to
I
these
have to.
kids.
These they're half
All right,
asleep,
go then. Go.
dying.
Go. Get out.
I'm gone.
We're locking it. We locked the door. Or Coben does. He's got the key. Door's locked.
You left,
Get him.
Surge?
Oh yeah, I'm going.
Okay.
I'll take a series of short rests along the way, but I want to be at the show to play.
Series of short lists.
I
I mean,
All
I
right.
got like
D&D
5
short
hours.
for sure. We're gonna need a series of short rests along the way.
I rolled to
Well.
see if I was gonna try to sneak out with Surge, and I rolled a 4, so I'm not going.
I'm not gonna stop anyone who's leaving, but this door
I don't
is
think I'm
getting
gonna
locked.
like.
All right. So with Surge, we'll
He's
cut to
gonna
you
go
in
join
a.
in the murder
bit.
fest because everyone in town turns to fucking were creatures.
We'll cut to you in a bit as you leave the church behind.
The purge
Danny,
is
do you
about
see
to
it?
happen.
Oh, there it is. So Lionel, what was your athletics check?
It was a total of 1.
So, you guys all see Lionel real like you like go to grab. You're like, all right, here's what I'm gonna do, and you start to grab pews. And you're like, holy shit, these are heavy. They're just not moving. You
The
guys
fucking
see,
stone pews.
Bolted to the ground.
yeah, you guys all see
they're all
Lionel
falling.
struggling to move pews for a few minutes as that argument with Surge was happening.
What's our boy went up to? I really want to get
I'll
this
go.
sorted out.
I'll go help.
This is my number one thing to do.
Oh yes, Wim leads you back to.
Yes, show me the back rooms.
There's like little red velvet. You know what? It's like let's do purple velvet ropes. That kind of.
I'll go help.
And you see a display says the Lycan chambers.
Yeah.
And you see a little
Show me the back rooms.
vignette of some facts and stuff.
Which one looks the shittiest?
There are 2, and each of them have manacles on the walls. And as you go inside and look, these were never used before. But they were staged to look like a werewolf. I'm giving this information with your investigator thing, you can kind of pick up on small details.
Yeah.
As you see that they're all kind of staged to look like were creatures have tried to break out, and one of the manacles is ripped out of the stone. And
But I've seen the real chamber.
I'm giving this information with your investigator thing.
So are these real chains though? Real metal?
They are real metal chains. Yeah.
Is there any locks around?
Kind of staged to look like. They all have the manacles, the locks on them.
Okay. I put them in it. But I've seen the real chamber.
Sphinx?
No, Wim.
Wim.
Oh God, no! There are real metal chains.
Yeah. Is there any locks around? There you are.
They all have the Please, I didn't do anything.
You did. You know what you've done. You've done this, and I point around.
Sphinx?
Do you know that we have someone who will be turning tonight?
Oh God, no!
If you're lucky, I'll put them. If you're cooperative, I'll put them in the other one.
Please, I didn't do anything. Yeah, as he looks over at the other manacles, no.
And if not, I'll just put them in here with you, without the manacles. And we'll just see what happens. They're not always violent, As I'm tying them up, I'm telling this. They're not always violent, Sometimes the transition is quite fine, and they maintain many of their personality traits, but other times, hunger comes over them, and they can feel the pulse.
You can hear the rattling of the chains as he's just shaking with nerves. Oh gosh!
And they can feel the fear. And do you want to know a fact about lichens that many people don't know? They don't often
a lot of them
kill their prey right away. They play.
Oh gosh!
For sometimes a prolonged experience.
He just starts weeping.
Slowly biting, tearing, ripping. That many people don't know. Ripping and the tearing of flesh. For some prolonged experience.
He just starts weeping.
Well, and I make sure all the the monocles are on, and monocles. I have the monocles.
Pizza, baby.
I put all the manacles and the monocles that we could find on him.
All right. Do you shut the door or leave it open?
I check his pockets. Make sure he doesn't have any keys or.
In his sack, he does have about 120 gold pieces. And a very worth of what looks like church donations, basically, or museum donations.
And they're going to the church.
In his sack, he does have about 100. And besides that, just basic not even traveler's gear, just work attire and.
Yeah, just checking for any. I'll give him a pat down. I might put him in his underclothes too. Take his clothes off and just his underclothes.
Okay. Yeah. So you have a little.
I'm cutting them off post manacles, so they're ruined too.
Oh, okay.
I don't like him. So that's an extra step. I just want to make sure his clothes aren't ruined.
Jesus.
Okay. All right.
Tobin's just nope. Fuck you. Yeah, clothes gone.
Well, you can think about what you've done and how you've. Cutting them off post manacles, so they're ruined. I'm trying to think of the word.
Right.
That's an extra step. The opposite of sanctify. Desecrate.
Defile.
Desecrate.
Desecrate.
You can think about what you've done and how you've. You can think about how you've desecrated this holy place while you're in here. And I go out and I shut the door, and I hope it's real dark in there.
It is.
I don't know if it is, but I hope it's real dark.
There's no light source inside these chambers. As you just shut the door, as you can see him, it's like.
Is there a lock on this? I'll lock that shit too.
There is.
Yeah, he's in there.
It's not even a lock. It's literally barred from the outside.
Yeah. And I bring the sack up to Lionel. Lionel, these are for the church and us. We are the church now.
How much was it?
Is there a lock on this? I'll lock that shit too.
There is.
Yeah, he's in there.
It's 120 gold.
I feel like we needed that. And then, as everyone's barricading, and us, we are the church now. I'll check the back door to make sure it's locked. And then as I'm going around, I'll look at anything that doesn't seem natural to like with the way a church would be if it's like displays for like the touristy things. And if there's any moonstones or precious objects in displays like that, I will just break them and start taking the precious objects.
Okay.
And then recommend using that wood for the barricades. Displays for like the touristy things.
Okay.
And if there's any moonstones or precious objects, I can make like an investigation or I don't know. Break them and start taking the precious objects.
Yeah, you can make an investigation check. Okay. For me, Sving, you said you're helping with the pews, right?
Yeah, I wanted to help Lionel.
Yeah. You see him struggling. Make an athletics check to come in. Help him out.
I can make like an investigation or I don't know.
That's a 17 plus athletics 0.
All right.
So 17.
Yeah, you see him struggling, and you kind of go over and grab the other side of the pew, and you're able to lift it. And Lionel kind of guides you to with his plan, and you guys start putting them up over the windows. All right.
So, Lionel,
Yeah, you see him struggling.
Yeah.
what's going to happen to me tonight?
You're able to lift it, and
Not sure. I've never experienced or witnessed a turning.
you guys start putting them up over the windows.
I don't do velvet chains or cages.
I do hear that maybe you don't turn. Not sure. But it's safer to be in a place, you know.
I am more scared of cages, but I am also scared that I might hurt one of you if I'm not chained up. I think I should leave.
I do hear that.
I think I should.
I don't think that's a good idea, Sving. And I know you're scared of cages, but I can stand next to your cage, and if I hear that you haven't turned, I can leave a light on in there. It won't feel as cagey.
I don't know. Like now I'm okay, but as soon as you try to put me in a cage, I'm going to freak the hell out.
Will you be opposed to being blindfolded? I can leave a light on in there. It won't feel as cagey.
Possibly. I was thinking I could just get blackout drunk. Perhaps. I don't know. I feel like I should leave.
How about I bring the booze?
I think that might help.
Before we barricade the front door, I'm gonna go get a whole bunch of booze. For
Get some
Sving.
food. Also,
And
food.
sure, I'll go.
Use the 100 gold to buy some shit.
Yeah, I'll go on my 7-Eleven run. I'll get some Slim Jims. I'll do that little gas station run.
Hell yeah.
Because we have a lot of people also.
Yeah.
Hey Connor, I guess the audio is doubling for Billy, so just take a look at that.
On my 7-Eleven run, I'll get
Ow.
some Slim Jims.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'll do
First time,
yeah.
first time stream problems, y'all. It's okay. Shit happens.
Yeah.
But it's doubling quieter, so I'm assuming somebody's listening to it and it's leading back through. So just take a look at that. It's unfortunate, but it's not like crippling. I listened to it, so sorry, I missed a little bit of that. You're going on your 7-Eleven run specifically to get what?
I'm gonna get booze and then food and water for
Gotcha. Okay.
the peeps.
So just take a look at that. It's unfortunate, but it's not like crippling. As you guys are having that conversation, sorry, I missed a little bit of that. You're going on your 7-Eleven run. You figure it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
You listening not through
Nice.
headphones?
No, I figured it out.
All right, we're good.
It's not important. I
So,
figured it out.
as you guys are having that conversation about the 7-Eleven run, MLR, in his emaciated state, kind of comes up to you and even like tries to give you a hand with one of the pews, and she's like, "Oh," and then like he's too weak to do it. Thank you all for freeing me, and he looks back and all of us.
Oh, hey, buddy. I haven't seen you since that first night. Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I remember you guys faintly, but I remember having a good time with you all.
You were fucked up.
I got pretty drunk, yes. Well, I might have some information that could help.
A boot?
God.
Well, I was dabbling. Well, you see, when I was in the military, I was good with herbs and finding strange mushrooms that could, provide some positive benefits. And I made the Lone Wolf Ale to try to cure hangovers as you were drinking. And one of those things is it makes it so you can consume a little more poison and stuff. So that night when I was awoken by this crazy looking spider lady, she unleashes poison on me that, it smelled real bad, but didn't take me out. So I was conscious through most of the kidnapping.
Yeah. So what did you see? What did you hear?
Well, the Lone Wolf Ale, the resistance kept me, so I was able to witness what was happening. But she did charm me, and through some suggestions, kind of led me out the window and all the way to the Night Owl, which we just came out of. Went through some crazy tunnels, which we also came out of, and that I was locked up. And, Tebrin is what I heard his name was had a strange little man doing tests on everybody and seeing if they were, qualified. And before I was sedated to be tested on, I saw a large, cloaked, giant-like figure come and give orders to Tebrin, kind of berating him, and I guess he was looking for artifacts when he shouldn't have been, but he ordered him to start what he deemed the process of exsanguination. I don't know. I was sedated not too long after that, but I did get his name.
Yeah, who is this fellow?
Yeah. Tebrin seemed kind of scared of him, but his name was Manchun.
Does that sound familiar?
A whole new name.
You make a history check, really. It's a high DC.
High DC, okay. History check. And he's just talking to myself and Lionel at this point,
Yep.
correct? I rolled a 16. What did you say? Religion? History?
History.
Yeah, it's a 16.
Shit, sorry.
You're good.
11.
Okay. You guys don't recognize the name Manchun, but he continues on and says, well, the Lone Wolf Ale protected me from the spider's poison, but not her charm. And I saw Tebrin. He has quite the charm with him, too. And there was this little liquor I was working on. It was a whiskey, essentially, but from some mushrooms called, that I found from the hill giants. That when drank, it does, it has some side effects, but it will make you immune to charm for a little bit of time. But unfortunately, we'd have to go sneak in to the Lone Wolf Brewery.
That's good to know. What is it, 3:30? I don't think I can go with you. Maybe if we're going today, which I don't think is a good idea. I don't think I can go.
Are there bottles just around if you go inside?
No, where I was sleeping in the attic, I have a little, night nipper.
Oh, night nipper. Okay.
I knew her.
Oh, you know her?
All night, then, Bob?
I can go with you guys, and he kind of like. His mind is more able than his body yet, but he does seem willing to. I can point it out. I can help you get in.
Just tell me what it looks like, and I can grab it.
In my nightstand, there's a false bottom in the drawer where I keep a little bottle of whiskey.
Sounds good. I'm getting these people food and drink as well, so I can just stop by there and come back.
Okay.
I should not go, but do you want a hand?
No, you can stay. Stay. I suggest you stay.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
I've done more for one person. I can do this for several.
Should I go ahead and barricade the door and wait for you to come back? Maybe a secret knock or a password or something?
Maybe at the back door. Not this one. No,
So
well,
you
the front
want me
door's
to...
fine. The front door's fine. I'll knock.
Okay.
I'll knock
Okay.
a couple times. You know it's me.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move on. Yeah.
All right. As you head out on your run for errands, just Quoben and Pem. What would you guys? I know Pem, you've been healing people and tending people's wounds and making sure everyone's fed with what rations.
After the immediate lockup, and if everything's looking to kind of be getting barricaded, I will.
Oh, sorry. You had an investigation check with this with stuff. What was that?
Yeah, I was gonna reclaim precious objects for the church.
Yes.
In a breaky kind of way.
Yes. All right.
Breaky?
Yeah, like if it's a display that wasn't part of the actual church, like the display is broken now.
Like you just and grab the thing. And
Yeah. But like also if it's like a stand display, I'll take the stuff out and break it in half with my maul.
Yes. So,
fuck that shit.
starting from where you were, being the back area, kind of near the back door where the lichen chambers are.
Mm-hmm.
Going in like a clockwise fashion, the first one little display you come across is kind of off to the side, not one of the main displays, but it is a small display with a glass display with a necklace with a bright red gem set within it, and above it there is the symbol of, well, you can make a religion check, but it's a triangle symbol with 3 circles kind of intertwined to like the Olympic rings inside of the triangle.
19,
which you recognize as the symbol of Angharad, which, as you recognized before, then you read, so you read the vignette a little bit, and explains that Saloon is one of the daughters of Angharad, along with Sun and Akadi. And the 3 circles represent the daughters, and then the triangle represents Angharad, the mother, like embodying those 3.
And the gem, anything seem special about
this is a sunstone talisman.
Sure. I take it.
All right, it is locked, but you already said by this point it's probably broken.
Yeah. Locks are not my problem.
As you do break it, you faintly hear, just from where you are now, you're probably only 30 feet away from the lichen chambers, the alarm spell triggering kind of, but like it's muffled because as Whim is alerted to stuff being broken, but that is the alarm spell triggering for him, and it's almost like a torture device for him as in there.
Yeah. We're gonna do our best to find every one of those.
Oh, man.
Pem, what would you like to be doing during this time? And then we'll go through some of the other displays as you're running.
I'd also, between my breaking and as I'm breaking around, I would like to check with Pem. And Pem, what is the general health check? Have you completed a triage?
Have I completed a triage, GM?
Yeah, your medicine check was high enough to where you can.
Okay.
Everyone who had any initial wounds has been treated, but everyone's
no one's
mostly
like in immediate danger. Things like that.
Doesn't seem that way, no.
Picture everyone is just coming out of like donating blood, where you're like, just stay off your feet, get water, eat food, like give us some time, as everyone still doesn't look well, but they are out of the danger zone.
Pam, well, if everyone's in good health, I think we need to just continue to look after them, but tonight will get interesting. Fing will be turning, and Surge is out somewhere turning.
We need to say something to these people. We need to try and comfort them.
Your instincts are good, Pem. You have... I put my hand on Pem's shoulder. You have the heart of a true devotee. And I can see the Moon Maiden's blessing in you.
I'm very happy.
Yes, well, let's let them settle a bit more, and we'll speak words to them in a bit. If you find we need to return this church to its former glory, so I'm getting rid of any of the propaganda and the things like that our man Wim has put up or has been put here as a farce to the religion. If you find any silver powder, let me know.
Okay.
Other than that, we'll just make a pile of all things. If there is no other people of Sahanin around, we will take them, but then we must try and find our lost brothers on the mountain, or on the hill, in the forest, wherever they went.
I agree.
Keep up. You're doing
All right.
Moon Maiden's work.
Now, as you two are together, you say you two both go through the displays. Sphing, you're inside, right?
Yeah.
What would you want to be doing while they're going through the displays?
I'm waiting by the door for Lionel to get back, of course. In the meantime, I would like to be looking at the staff I picked up.
Okay.
And kind of just hanging out with it, checking it out.
Maybe break a display with it.
It does take attunement. You can blindly just attune to it to learn what it does. That is an option.
That's my goal here, is to like sit and just hang out with it and
you can add a spider staff to your inventory, or I guess just attune to it. But that's what it is.
A spider staff? Okay. I will add that and attune to it. And that's it. I'm just waiting for Lionel.
I'm looking for precious moonstones.
Yes.
Silver,
so back to
silver powder, if I can find it. I need some. And then all the rest of the usual.
So the two of you, Pem, now that you're close and just have the conversation with Coben, you do see the little display to the god that you follow, and then also see the necklace that Coben is holding. Then you two both come to the next display, which is a description of the Dark Selderan, which is the dark side of the elven gods, the true enemy of Sahanin Moonbow.
Oh, if there's imagery of him, that's going down. We're not imagery of the mortal enemy displayed in the Church of Sahanin.
There's a picture painted of Sahanin in a basically eternal battle of like light and dark with somebody who's labeled Shar.
Mm-hmm.
And below that says she was opposed by Shar and Lolth, the Spider Queen, and was specifically hated by Varen for escaping his prison he made for her.
So I'm not going to destroy the art since it's got Sahanine fighting him, and that's now acceptable in my head. I was picturing just like a portrait of...
Yeah. Oh, no. It's descriptive in a way that's...
I was just like the one guy by himself, and he's like, you just bring this shit in here?
Okay,
But
the next...
Still all the displays that seem touristy, because like this isn't about tourism.
For sure, as you like make your way across to the other side of the room where there's more displays, you pass the big Sahanine Moonbow main display where there is a bunch of already powdered silver kind of scattered around in little like urns and goblet meant to pray to her. And then you do notice something peculiar almost around here. With both of your high wisdom and investigation. Quoben, you get the vibe that with the moons aligning, that you might be able to get something out of praying to Sahanine, and there's a little spot where you could do it right in front of this huge display of her, which
depicts...
Well, it seems to be like you can see the little moonstones in her quarterstaff are emitting a faint light. As if to be almost activated, and you spent time to pray here, you might gain some benefits. But it depicts a beautiful woman with silvered hair, her trusty quarterstaff that emits a little bit of light, a wand in her other hand, and a cloak that resembles the hide of displacer beasts. And it says, Sahanine Moonbow, the daughter of the night skies.
No joke, I was going to ask if there was a big statue to her, and I was going to do a quick prayer.
Yeah.
Just because I felt like he would have. But if it's a long one, we'll definitely be coming here. There will be prayer tonight.
Okay.
Hell yeah,
two other displays on the other side.
There's going to be so much prayer. We're going to pray
more
the roof off
displays.
this
One of
bitch.
them, there are 5 different, in a glass case, different moonstones of various sizes. It says components for some magic guided by Saloon. And it says legend has it that lycanthropes shift into animal form at the mere sight of these gems, which you already know is a hoax. And also says used in legendary moon blades and hammers, granting the user magical powers specific to each wielder.
Does it look like it was added for the gift shop?
Investigation check.
We got a 12.
Nice.
You do spot that 3 of these 5 gems are indeed fake.
I meant the case. Does the case look like it was added for the gift shop vibe? Just give me gift shop vibes?
It's giving you gift shop vibes, but what it says is true. You do know that, like the Night Readings.
I'm breaking it. We're going top to bottom, just hammer through it, and I'll pick up the rocks, and I'll disregard the fake ones.
Yep. It's just like throw them to the side. And then the last display in here is a Moonstone Mask from Moonstone Mask. It says, this mask was worn by a patron of the Moonstone Mask, a tavern that floats as an earth moat in the Mammoth Mountain.
Is it a thing? Do I know about this? I'm pretty dumb, so I may believe some of this
history check. It's on the other side of the continent, so possibly not.
It's a 6.
You do not.
It's unreal.
But there is a legitimate mask, almost like a just picture like tragedy comedy, but it's more no emotion. But around the brim of it is like a thinly lined moonstone.
This cult is really coming together.
But
does it seem nice and respectful?
Yeah, And the description here is Moonstone Mask is the name of this tavern that floats in the mountains, and that all the patrons wear these, so that way
I'm taking this.
that becomes everyone in there is anonymous, basically.
I'm taking this. It's mine.
Okay. All right. And this might be a good break time. We're hour and some change in, and
Wait, one.
he's switching scene.
Did Pem notice that I picked up a rock and you said it was his god?
Yeah, it
The
was
talisman.
Something talisman.
Do you say anything about it?
Yeah, I say, hey, that's my god.
Oh, which one? What was the name of it?
Angarad. Angarradh.
Ah, I knew I sensed
Angarad.
a
Sounds
good.
like, oh my god.
My god.
I sensed good power within you. Well, if I believe that all relics should be returned to their faithful, since you're the only faithful Vanguard that we are able to find on this short notice, that means it goes to you. And I'll hand him the
I am
religious symbol.
gracious to accept this relic. What is
We're
it?
real formal. We're real formal about
It's
it.
a talisman.
It doesn't require 2 minutes. I don't think it does actually.
It doesn't require attunement,
It does. It does.
except when it does. And then it does. And on that note, we should take a break.
Welcome back. So, Surge. You.
Yeah, okay, never mind. Sorry. Go ahead.
Alright. You scurry out of the tavern, or not tavern, the church,
Gift shop.
and make your way through town. What do you plan to do?
Well, I'm more rested than I thought I was. Did we take a short rest before we walked out of the bar?
You did. You play a
did.
song of rest and
Yeah.
short rest. Yep.
Okay, because I have a lot more HP than I remember. So, I don't need to take a long rest, but I want to go back to the festival. I think if I look at my notes, I think it all started around, what time? 7 o'clock?
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, that you were playing at 6 or 7.
Yeah, I mean, in that case, either way, I'll start getting closer to the festival. Just trying to find exactly what the time was. Yeah, festivities start at 7 at night, and I know I was one of the last ones on the thing, but I don't know my exact time. I guess I would look for the... What's her name that brought me downstairs? Where did she go? In my
yeah.
notes. See if maybe-
Laura?
Yeah, see what time I perform. Kind of check in. Maybe grab some beer, something to drink around, and loosen the nerves.
Gotcha. You do pass many of those big casts I already described, and then near the stage, you do spot like a little smaller tent off to the side that has some people where you'd assume that's where you would check in.
All right, I will. I'll walk up there and check in. In that case.
All right, hell yeah. So, there it is.
Also, I'll keep an eye out for Mercs to see if I see him lingering. Maybe.
Okay, make a
checking
perception
around there.
check.
Yeah.
That son bitch.
Yeah, some bitch.
Who is poisonous?
Well, I hope so. But if I know for sure, then I won't care about having the second to last time slot. Alright, 12.
Well, you do not see Mercs anywhere.
Okay. I'm going to kind of want to keep checking periodically, so I'll do another check in like an hour or so, or whatever you think is appropriate.
Of course. We'll let you know. All right, as you get closer to that tent, you see Loris, kind of frantically, just waving her arms at somebody, and then just and turning around and seeing you, and then just kind of running up and just oh my god, Mercs hasn't checked in. Nobody's here. Oh, okay, at least you're here. I haven't heard from Mercs. I haven't heard from Mercs.
That's not like him. I thought he was a professional. Seems you can't rely on him.
I thought so too.
I don't know why you gave him the big slot.
Well, he was very punctual before and put on a great performance. If he doesn't show up, can you play in the main time slot?
What time is the main time slot?
It's 9:00.
Gotta check your schedule.
Shit. How long did it take me to walk from the church back to the festival? Because it took us about an hour to get through it, but I don't know how long.
Probably a half hour.
Okay, so I think I could easily do that. How long do you need me to perform if I take the top slot? Is it 1-2 songs? Is it like an hour? I don't know.
It'll be an hour slot.
Jesus. Okay. All right. How about, since I was scheduled to do the second to last slot, how about I just sort of do an hour in between, you know what I mean? I'll do like the last half hour of my slot and the first half hour of the last
No. It's been very clear to me that somebody has to be playing at 9 for the main. That's the main event. Has to bring in the speaker, get ready for the glow. Somebody has to play at 9, or I'm fucked.
Ominous at all.
I know, right? I know. Well,
What could go wrong? What's gonna
Someone
happen?
has to be playing at 9.
It'll be fine. You'll be good. You'll be
if
fine.
you need somebody, then I'm your man. I'll play the main slot. Sure.
That's why we're at church.
Oh, you're a lifesaver, Serge. Oh my god, there's a relief of just a wave of relief washes over her as oh gosh, what? Whew. I'll get somebody to do some improv or something during your original slot. If Merc shows up, that one's fine. We'll get one of the more amateur artists to try something.
Imagine. Let's all just imagine this for a festival for the headlining show. All of a sudden, right before the closer, they just got some guy doing one-man improv. He's just up there.
What could go wrong?
And okay, look, to be honest, nobody pays attention to the openers anyways. Everyone just has a reason to drink and get a spot for the main event. So, well, thank you. And if you see Mercs, tell him to come to my tent immediately.
If Merc shows up, do I still have the headlining spot now? First come,
Yes.
first serve, right? All right. I'll keep an eye out, but honestly, if he's not here by now, you may want to look for a backup.
You are the backup.
No, for my slot.
Are you bailing on me? Oh, okay. Yes, I will find someone.
She's panicking.
Yeah.
She's on the edge at all times.
All right. Well, what time is it now? 3, 4.
Well, we can. You're just playing the lute, or do you have any other sound equipment with you?
Where are your roadies?
Just the locked up.
Mark's had a backing band. I know he was playing some more classical stuff, but we do have some backing musicians that can help out.
If you've got them, yeah, I'd like to talk to them. I don't know if they can play my style. I'll go see what they can do.
Well, if you have some sheet music or something for them, and then they can read. They're very good musicians.
Serge can't read music.
She's like, we have the best sight readers you can possibly think of. I've never once written down a piece of music.
Me neither.
What's a quarter beat?
I think it's like
I'm conflicted because my style is very unique, and I don't think I've written anything down for other instruments. Can I go and talk to them?
Yes, of course. They're in the back here. She points to a little campfire back, basically, and a little, the backstage area where everything's chill and people are having some drinks in a casual way. But
all right, I'll walk over to them. Hello, gentlemen. You are the backing band for the festival, right?
a very vibrant elf comes up and, yes, we're here for the main event. I play a mandolin. My friend over here plays the harp. And we have a little, these two over here play drums and percussion. We are going to play some of the classics tonight. Well, you would not find a better backing band than us.
Well, no, I'm not going to be playing the classics. I play a different style.
Oh!
A little bit heavier, a little darker, something... I don't know how the crowd's going to react, but I'm going to play it anyways.
Well, do you need us to accompany you? Or do you have any sheets for us? So, I mean, we get paid anyways, but we would... we're here for the show.
I want to show them like a rock and roll style. I don't have sheet music for other stuff, but well, maybe I would have written down my own songs. Could I say that I've been writing down my own songs and see if they could improvise something that would go along? Because that seems like a really big stretch.
I think the concept that you would have dabbled in writing down your music over your long career of playing it isn't so absurd.
I'm in Bard College, you know?
It sounds very, reasonable.
It does.
Yeah. If I could give them some samples of stuff, be like, what would you play to back this up, is what I would say.
Sure. Why don't you start it? And they kind of grab their instruments. Let us know the key, then we'll follow along.
Yeah, all right.
Learning a new song, and he kind of jabs it. Oh, this will be fun.
Connor, please create a fantasy key.
Gleb.
Or the key of Gleb.
Key of Gleb.
Prefer Gleb flat, but...
Gleb minor or major?
No, more minor. Definitely minor.
Oh, okay.
We're pulling tears tonight.
And
which make a performance check.
Oh, God, I gotta look at my song list too. Yeah, I will do that. Where's my Chrome go? There we go.
By the end of the campaign, Connor creates the fantasy circle of fifths.
We all get a instruction in some music theory.
15 on a performance check.
15, yeah. The drummers all give you more of a classical drum beat, not little boom clap or any rock and roll 1 and 3 fucking bass snare shit. They're not doing any of that. They're more
playing a classic march, just...
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And the mandolin is just playing these high notes, trying to accompany you, and they all look very confused, but as it's going, they seem to be into it.
All right.
A little jam sesh. I love that.
Yeah, I'll give them I don't know what an hour it'd take. Maybe
with the 15, yeah. If you want to show them, that was a high enough performance check to if you spend an hour or
give them some notes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give them some notes.
You can give them some notes on their performance, and they seem keen on taking notes. And then if you spent 2 hours, let's say you could catch them up to speed and have a backing band for the performance.
Yeah, awesome. I will do that. And let me see. You guys are great. I think you're catching on quickly. If this all goes well, you guys are.
And you see them making notes on their little sheets, they do like the shorthand of musical. They'll just go, okay, yeah, 8 bars of that. Okay. And what was that one called?
Well, this last one, it's gonna be my new one. It's called Iron Man.
Okay. Got that? All right. And how's that one go?
Oh, well, very low sound. We're gonna start off with just a clap, like boom, 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 and we're gonna get the crowd going. And I'm just gonna play this really mean opening song, just boom, and I'm gonna say,
Okay.
"I am Iron Man," and it's gonna go from there. And it's very simple, but it's powerful. Trust me, you'll get it,
All right.
or at least your kids will. You may not be ready to this, but your kids are gonna love it.
All right.
Jeez.
You spend the better part of the afternoon showing this backing band your collection of songs, and as they're giving them shorthand, and with your performance check, they're able to catch on and
Sweet.
they grasp it. So as that is happening, let's cut scenes to Lionel for our 7-Eleven run.
First thing I'm gonna do is go to Lone Wolf.
We love a party split.
Love it.
It's just real quick.
Classic.
A little 7-Eleven sitch.
We are never on the same page, and it's so
Do
funny.
you want to get the rations and stuff first, or head to the Lone Wolf?
Lone Wolf first.
Got it. So as you go through town and all the shop, like this is the shop district sort of area of town, and it's really dead here. Only see a couple people, and they're people closing up shops, and like the blacksmith and whatnot are just closing up and barring and locking for the day. All to head to the festival.
Okay.
You know where the Lone Wolf Brewery is, as you have walked by it before on many of your walkabouts. You do see a couple things at the Lone Wolf.
Okay.
There seems to be 2 figures kind of messing with a cart outside, like loading up one of these big casks, and one of the wheels is kind of broken. And there's like, you just hear him yelling, like, "Come on, we gotta get it to the festival." And you do see an open window on the 2nd floor, but it's a smaller building. And what would you like to do?
Well, they're distracted. I'm gonna try and just sneak up and do a little box jump. If there's any like things outside that I can just jump on, and then just hop in.
Disadvantage on the stealth check because you have to yell parkour.
Yeah.
Parkour!
My elbow.
I saw a thing. I saw a thing today that.
Yeah, I did.
All right, that was funnier than what I was gonna say. All right,
Classic.
Yeah.
that one, he was hurt with that one. That was a pain.
Yeah.
I threw it out, but everybody know.
Let's hit the stealth check.
Yeah, stealthy boy. Come on, stealth. 14.
Parkour.
Okay.
Oh, God.
All right, you do see as you get closer now, the cart's wheel does look crooked, and they're trying to like taking mallets and hammer it, but you're able to like climb a little bit of a ladder on the building adjacent to it and kind of hop over. And you just go through the window.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And go to see,
yeah,
seem unnoticed.
I'm gonna just look for a spot for an attic, unless this is the attic.
Okay. Up here you see it's a really small building. It's like more a house turned into a brewery. You can smell the hops in here coming from the basement, but there's like a little railing and a little bit of a bathroom up here, and you see an attic that pulls down. It's one of those. but it is shut right now. And then you do see another room up here. But you do hear voices coming down from the stairs below.
Okay, I'll go up then. I'll pull it down and go up.
Okay. Let's keep your stealth check
Okay.
for that. And you leave it down and creak up. Up here, you see just a raggedy bed that looks not really a picture like the mattress on the ground, clothes aside, but like no real sheets on this mattress. Very single dude with little to no money vibe. In here, there is a couple candles burned down for light. Little packs of clothes and stuff thrown about. A military garb thrown over a chair next to a desk. And then there's the nightstand next to the bed.
Okay. Military, is there any symbols of rank on there at all that I would recognize? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if you look at it, there is a officer garb.
Okay.
So, a couple ranks up.
Cool. Okay, then I'll rummage through his nightstand and find that false bottom.
No roll needed since he already told you it was there, and he just kind of. As you open it, there is a pistol on the top of it, flintlock, and then by the bedstand, and then you kind of false bottom it, and in here you see a picture of what looks to be MLR, who you recognize, with a wife and daughter. On the back it says, the Aranda family.
Go ahead.
Yep, and then you see the little bottle of whiskey.
Cool. I'll take all three of those things. Well, the picture, the flintlock, and the whiskey.
Okay.
And I'll try to slip back the same way, like I just fucking lived there and out the window.
Yep. As you go back to the window this time, they're starting to get the cart moving, but they've called for help as there are now 3 guards out there.
Oh, good. Okay. Is there another window? Like a different room?
Up here on this floor, as you've put the attic back, there is not, but you can hear people like, what does he want? I'm coming. As people are starting to clear out of the main floor, so you could also try to sneak out that way too.
Okay. Yeah, whatever seems easiest. I'll play less resistance here. So I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay, you'd assume there's like a back door area, but you'd have to go downstairs.
Okay. Yeah,
right.
I'll go ahead and try for that. Okay. Another 14.
14, okay. So you creep down the stairs, you like, and then like you hear footsteps, and you like stop on one of the steps, and like you see the guy just like what do you want? And he's just like 10 feet away, kind of walks by, looking the other way, and just walks straight out. And from here you can see that he was walking out of the basement, which now you get a huge whiff of the hops and stuff, and you can now smell something else with the hops, like a little acidity to it. It's kind of like burns inside of your nostrils. And there's a back door, or you go further in the basement.
No, I'm gonna go through the back door.
All right,
we are over this town. We're done trying to help this place.
It does smell like suspicious, though, right? Like this is fucking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you say this smells suspicious?
It smells suspicious.
All right, as you slip out.
I'm getting notes of suspicion.
You slip out the back door unnoticed with the stealth check in and the stealth check out.
Right. And then I'll go ahead and just go to the ration store.
Yeah, and then
the 7-Eleven.
We don't need to RP
Yeah,
out the,
no,
the
I'm
shopping
gonna do
for that.
Yeah, but I am gonna get a barrel of ale too.
Okay.
From not the Lone Wolf peeps.
Yeah, the 7-Eleven barrels.
Yeah, exactly.
430.
Yeah. Just get
There
a 30
is-
rack, 30 rack of Rolling
Yeah,
Rock.
you get the 30 rack of
Okay, Busch Light. Ice House. I'll get them Ice House.
Underbeer.
Oh,
Underbeer is what it's called. I had to look it up.
Underbeer. Perfect. Yeah, I'll grab that.
It's the light. It's just like a really light beer that doesn't taste great, but it'll get you there.
Yeah. All right. How much money should I spend?
Are you trying to get everyone like a full meal or just snacks?
Yeah, like a little like a sandwich and a bottle of water and an apple or some shit like that.
Okay, I'll say
Like
about
that type of meal.
4 silver a person. For how many people you want to?
Okay.
Um,
I'll do 5 silver per person. It'll be easier. So 35 gold.
We love easy math.
35 gold. I'm not dealing with math boss today.
Why
all
do you
right?
gotta put 4s in? 4 is such a shitty math number.
It's a shitty math number.
It
I'll do
is.
35
4
gold.
is a
here.
shitty math number. 3 is a shitty math number. The rest of them are fine.
That's fair.
7.
7 is weird enough where you kind of just remember the 7s.
7 is 4 and 3. That's double shitty.
But it's also 5 and 2, which are cleared.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fine.
They cancel out. They're like out of phase.
All right, yeah, you can do that, and then the cask is going to be about 20 silver.
20 silver. Great. Love that.
25 silver, because it's easy.
23 silver, actually.
23. Yeah.
21 and a half
Okay.
silver. 20
That takes. I'll just say for the ease of time management here, it takes till about 5 o'clock, so everyone's on the same time period here. As 5 o'clock comes, as Lionel makes his way back to the church, and waiting for Squeak to put on his headphones, as Lionel starts knocking on the back door of the church.
I need to do a what check?
Nothing.
Yes.
I just need you to.
You have to do a role play check.
Swing it's me. Can you open the door?
Nope. No, I'm just playing.
Keep knocking. Just
I'll
constant, steady
move the
metronome.
fuse or whatever it is I have to do to like unbarricade the back door. Let them in. Did you?
Yeah.
You got some booze?
I hand him the 30 rack.
Oh, shoot! There was one more thing in the desk.
Okay.
There
Your
was
soul.
a bag of like mushrooms.
Okay. I'll take whatever was there.
This cult is coming together. We're gonna get everybody rolling. I'm gonna put this mask on.
Yeah.
You see me with a big fucking just bag of food, and I just hand him the booze.
I start cracking beers and just.
But you have to help me
All right.
pass these out to those people, and I'll start passing out food.
I'll help him pass out as I'm just slamming
And
rolling rocks or bush lights or
I
natty
assume-
ices or whatever they were.
Underbeer.
I
Yeah,
assume
yeah.
I know that they're back and like they're distributing food.
Yeah, it would be.
Like
it would
I
be
can't really. I'm still having trouble picturing how like secluded the areas are for like.
the main area is pretty. So there's like little doorway area entrance, and then there's like a bit picture like a Catholic church where it's just a huge wide open. The acoustics are great, so even like you could really hear people everywhere. You can hear the like idle chatter of all the townsfolk, and then there's the back area where Wim is currently, and that door to the back. But it's basically just one big room with like pillars holding up the infrastructure, and so you would be able to notice.
Got it. Yeah.
Um,
Make sure that everyone is comfortable and fed. Lionel has just returned, it seems, with some food and drinks for them. Make sure they're fed. I'm going to take a moment to pray on what I should do next. What Sehanine wills. Watch after the new members. They need guidance. They need comfort.
I will do this.
And then-
okay, go ahead.
Jinx.
Next thing I would try and get Lionel's attention. Lionel,
Yes, sir.
a moment.
Just 2 minutes, sir. Pressing up food.
Yeah, yes. All right, 2 minutes later.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Yeah. I just wanted you. I
wait 2 minutes.
I wanted you to fucking.
That was a jarring. Oh,
Yeah. Okay. 2 minutes passed.
Have you finished?
Yes.
I come close, and I try to whisper so that it's relatively concealed. Sehanine is known to use illusions in her bag of tricks. If you could go around, perhaps on strong walls or things like that, try and find anything hidden by illusionary or false kind of hidden passages, hidden things. I suspect there's probably something around.
We'll do so.
But be discreet.
Of course, sir.
And then I will pray to this big ass statue.
okay.
Does it take is this like a good prayer, like an hour of like a good praying?
It's a good praying.
You want to
head
waste
down
a good prayer on this?
I had down a half hour. So
I've got 8 good prays in me a day. I'm gonna use one up.
okay. Using ceremony?
No,
Okay. Just a religion
I'm
check
just
then.
good praying. Don't fuck me, religion. It did. I got a 10.
10?
10.
Don't fuck me, religion. Oh man,
10.
where do I begin?
Pulling up my thing.
Do I get advantage because it's my mom?
I'll allow it, yeah.
It's my mom.
It's your mom.
17.
That's better. So as you sit down, the statue and everyone besides Surge would see this. Close your eyes and think about the moons, how they're aligning, and how tonight might be the most perfect night to pray of all the nights you prayed to Sehanine. As you close your eyes and you feel there's no window open in here, and as you saw Lionel and Sping put the pews up over the windows, a gust of air kind of washes through as you almost feel like the flecks of like stardust kind of come across your face. You look up towards Sehanine and feel the faint little moonstones on her staff just kind of pulse and light up.
Speaking of lighting up.
You have guidance for the next 4 hours. And since you went over 15, you have one charge of what's called Path to the Grave, where you can curse a target in 30 feet and they will be vulnerable to the next source of damage.
Okay. That's fun.
Yep. And as you close your eyes and feel that breeze, you do have this short little dream of the moons aligning, and then a moonstone does kind of, as they form into a moonstone, which you know that when moonstones come to you in dreams, they are a sign of warning.
Well, At least we know.
But
We kind of knew, but now we know.
Yeah. Confirming your hunch.
Barricading of a church.
Yeah. So
confirming that. Got it. Okay.
Church boys. It is. The sun is starting to set now.
Oh boy.
After everyone's fed,
what's the rest of the night look for you guys?
After everyone's fed and feeling cozy and we're getting adjusted, I will have a sermon.
Okay. Well, Pem, you're an elf, so if you want to rest for 4 hours, you and Lionel could definitely do that.
I have no spell slots. I can't do anything.
Also, I guess how crazy is Schwing acting? How out of normal?
It's pretty tame.
Or nervous,
I'm
things
drinking,
like that.
I'm drinking to. You would be able to tell that I'm drinking to suppress my nerves. Like I'm not outrageous. I'm not behaving.
I can tell you're a little shook.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd also want to talk to Schwing. Probably before my sermon for maximum impact.
That's
okay.
That's fucking yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Schwing, I see. You seem a little worried, trepidatious.
Yeah, I have a lot of trepidations.
Sure.
I am afraid I might hurt one of you or somebody else.
No. That won't happen. Don't worry.
I also, you know this from my behavior before, but I do not like chains or cages or being kept against my will. And so I figured if I get blackout drunk tonight, I won't remember being chained up later. And I think you are probably the only person I trust with what's going on now. Here.
Well, I understand that you don't wish to be restrained or locked up. But with the Moonstone that we've given you, hopefully that will give you more control over any type of violent urges. But I do say with all of these weak people around, I would prefer it if you would allow us to put you inside. We don't have to chain you, but there is a door we can put you in just in case. Perhaps even one of us could go in with you so it doesn't feel locked up.
I'm not a fan of that idea. I think I should leave. And
that is a much worse idea.
Find a tree somewhere and climb it and spend my nights there.
I urge you, Shing, that is a very poor idea.
Why?
Some people have aggressive reactions to the first change, especially.
Yeah, but you gave me the Moonstone.
Yes, but the first change, we don't know what could happen.
Oh shit, where'd it go? I got it.
I want you to know that the believers of Sahanine have been taking care of our lycanthrope brothers and sisters for hundreds of years.
Yeah, but this is a museum.
Not anymore. This is a church. Tonight will be its first sermon in some time, but we are on hallowed ground. And perhaps if you go and pray to Sahanine for an easy transformation, and it may calm your mind. It may be worth a try.
Do I have time to listen to your speech?
Yes, I'll
pray.
Yes, of course. And I'm just gonna cast guidance on him to feel some magical tingle.
Yeah.
It only lasts for a minute, but
Yeah.
just to add a little emphasis to my little speech I gave him. But these people must be worried for the night, so I must go speak to them.
I will listen. Zen, I want you to take me
Sure, of course.
to pray.
Yes. And I will stage front wherever feels like the most holy looking place.
I would
Also,
think right
I'm
up.
going to continue to pound beers.
Okay. I say right up. I'll make the cons. Let's make con saves for. Not gonna do it for like passively drinking, but for pounding beers.
When you say pounding beers,
Yeah. So the best, most sermon-looking spot would be right underneath the statue of Sehanin, who is facing all the pews. Actually, not all of them. Some of them are still there, but most of them have borrowed the windows. But that's where the most open area is, and where it's kind of set up for church-like sermons.
all right.
It was a 14 on the con save for the boost.
Okay. No side effects, but you are going to have a disadvantage on perception check.
Okay.
I'll get to the spot and look around and maybe clear my throat. Everyone, I know that these last few hours have been confusing, scary, and I'm sure you have many questions. How were you taken? What happens with your loved ones? Where are they? I don't know to the extent you've been separated from those you love, or how, the manner in which you were taken. But we do know that you were taken and terrible things were done to you. And I, only having spent an hour at most in that place, never want to go back to it. So I can't imagine the feelings you're all having. But also know this, that in your darkest time, a light came and you were able to make it out. The light of Sehanin guiding you through the night. She is both the path and the way. The knowing of the path. She is both. Following Sehanin will guide you through your nights and keep you safe when you sleep. You are taking refuge now in a once holy place that we hope to make holy again. Dreams may come to you. Sehanin speaks in dreams many of the times she communicates. Do not fear her. Welcome her to your life. And together we will stay safe in here through the night, no matter what may happen, for tonight is the iridium glow, and the 2 moons will pass, which means many magics will be saturating the air around us. Look out for each other. Together we are stronger. Please ask any one of me or my friends if you need anything, and we'll do our best with what we have in here for the night. We don't know what is happening in this town, but on our few days of investigating, something is bound to happen tonight. We expect it to be quite bad. We also have a moon blessed with us.
Woo!
Yes, our friend Sving has been blessed with Sehanin's grace, and tonight will be a stressful night and an uncomfortable one for Sving, but we together will make sure that Sving comes out all right. So if you want to give any words of encouragement or any kind words, those would be much appreciated towards Sving. And may Sehanin guide us all and shade us from the darkness. I don't.
Yeah, as your speech is like the last probably quarter of it, the sun is setting to where the Sidium glow is like starting to grace the night sky. As the two moons align, basically a very faint purple aurora borealis is starting to form in the sky.
And I would like to come.
You're just getting glimpses of it, as it does seem to, like, the stained glass windows in here are built to where they like filter light in a way where it exemplifies this. So almost the ceiling of the chapel here has this glow within it, but it's just starting to be faint right now.
I would like to go and put like my arm around Sving. We can go pray on it now. And I would like to escort him to the statue, but through the crowd.
Okay.
To give as many people who want to give him any words of encouragement time to, like, you know, just give like the head nod or like the pat. Just try and get as many strangers he doesn't know to...
make a perception check.
Can I make a performance check to kind of like hype him up?
To amp people up?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
I got a 9 on my perception.
Okay.
Rolling in TaleSpire. I rolled a 19 minus 1, so 18 on performance to hype people up.
All right.
In my drunken fucking state.
You make your perception check
I have
with
guidance.
disadvantage. You do. And Lionel, you're in here as well. Make a perception check.
Perception check.
Okay, so I got 7 plus a D4. Where's the D4?
You do it with advantage.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, I got an 11. 4 on the D4 because it's from Sehanin, mommy.
10.
Okay. And Sving, what was yours with disadvantage?
My what?
Perception.
Oh, I didn't do that. With disadvantage?
Yeah, drunk disadvantage.
There's one that's a 8.
Okay.
Next is a 16, so 8.
You do have guidance.
You do have guidance.
What is that, a D4?
Yeah, roll a D4.
Yeah, D4.
Just one. Damn it.
Wait, did I have disadvantage?
Nope. Yours is
then
straight.
I got a 13.
How do I get rid of a dice? I'm sorry.
You're fine.
In TaleSpire,
I think you just right click.
it's not working.
Want me to roll for you?
13.
Yeah, roll a D4.
3.
11.
Okay, 11. You are unable to spot it. Lionel, you don't spot anything as well. Bobin, as
I do
you're
a 15
guiding...
passive.
What?
I do a 15 passive perception too.
I know, but we had a roll for it.
Okay.
As you are escorting Sving through, you do notice his, like you've seen his talons and his claws before, but they are more exemplified, leading up to the midnight. But you can see that it's already like hinting at taking effect. You know that it does come abruptly, but it is the slow signs of it already forming as you escort him through the church here, and as everyone is kind of putting up their hand on pat, like just touching your shoulders.
I wanted him to get like Mother of Dragons, you know.
Yeah.
And
with his performance check of hyping people up, it's slowly like he's almost starting like a slow clap as you're escorting him. It's just like,
and as we get to the statue, I don't know if there's a traditional like kneeling pose for praying to Sehanine, but I'll show him that. And then everyone, let's take a moment. Now is one of the most holy times, and if you choose, pray to Sehanine. And I'll try and get the whole room. We'll really get the juices flowing in here, you know?
Yeah.
We're going to do the shit that Christians think they do.
Make everyone who's in there and who wants to pray, make a religion check.
Is it like dark in here?
It's like in here. It's like
it is dark
after party.
Yeah, there's now a dim purple light coming out of the ceiling, which is only going to get brighter.
Okay.
Does anybody look like they're kind of like hesitant to pray to Sehanine in terms of maybe they follow other deities or if they're just non-religious at all?
I rolled a natural 1, so I'm going to say no. Everyone is pretty on board with this.
Got 'em, boys.
Nice. Even MLR.
MLR. You do see that he is
down,
kneeling
he's
and
down
praying.
a clown? Okay.
Yeah.
Right before he prays, I'm going to hand him the picture of his family, his flintlock, and the whiskey and mushrooms.
As he's kneeling and praying, he takes the pistol and almost like naturally just puts it in like whatever belt. Just like,
oh, he's a baddie.
Yeah.
And then takes the picture and just kind of sits with it, and then looks at the whiskey and mushrooms. Goes, you can keep those. And he seems to be praying and just kind of looking at this picture of his family. And
I feel like at this point would be a really good time after I just did that to check around for falsities
during the 30-minute group prayer.
Yeah, while everybody's praying.
Via like the church itself, or
just like people around to see if there's like
secret doors.
Okay.
Bookshelves that are really doors that open when you pull a candelabra.
Classic.
Classic candelabra lever.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Make an investigation check.
Great.
I feel like
my rolls have been complete poo-poo today. 9.
You outside of the stuff that I have described, there is no bonus information.
Great.
Pem, you're praying during this time?
I thought I was like, I'll be praying.
Ooh, you're about to be pissed.
You can bring your own god. They're friends.
Okay.
You got to be pissed.
Wait up. A bitch. Gods are just petty as
13?
shit, dude.
They are. They have been.
13. You have guidance for the next 4 hours.
Fuck yeah.
Sving, make it as well.
What am I doing?
Religion.
Religion? I don't know about that shit. I'm just pretending.
Pretend.
It's oh no. Ignore that. I rolled a 7 earlier. I already rolled it. I rolled the 7.
Okay. No benefits. You're not even sure if you're doing it right. You're just like occasionally through your praying, you like look over and you're like, oh, people are still doing this? Okay. Oh, still do this? Okay.
I do have a thing that I wanted to say. Like,
oh, go for it.
My prayer. Sehanine, the passing of the moons are upon us. I will myself be passing through both moons, like it's the eye of the needle. I understand that I will forever be changed by the blessing of the Keeper of the Moons. And I pray that with this blessing, I may free my people. And that's just my offering to Sehanine.
Okay. Why don't you roll another religion check?
Fuck yeah.
I'll give you a little inspiration.
Earn that shit. Let's go.
I'll give you a little inspiration on that.
That was inspiring.
What does inspiration do? Is that just...
That means just do it again in our... I saw 19.
Yeah.
Nope, it's another 7. Fuck me.
You don't get any
It's a different roll on TaleSpire.
Oh, he's doing it in TaleSpire. Rip.
I'm rolling it in TaleSpire, yeah.
You hate to see
Okay.
it.
Well,
Sometimes God doesn't talk to you.
you did good, but the dice didn't.
You didn't do that good.
You did good, but you didn't do that good, son. Fuck you.
You did the same.
Okay.
You didn't do great, but you did the
guys-
same.
But it was the same.
And the early part of the night, basically starting or laying the foundation of a cult
But it's already
or religion, whichever one.
Well,
it
it's
will become,
already a
we're not sure.
religion. We're just starting.
He's gaining followers. He's a prophet now.
Yeah.
He's a prophet. We'll say that.
No, guys. I'm not a prophet. No, I'm just doing her will.
Anyways, do you guys want to go and
Okay.
attack a giant worm out in the middle of the desert? Just wondering.
You're not here.
I know.
Who are you, Serge?
Okay.
just
As we do
I
that,
might die.
Murder your music festival.
Surge.
We're real solemn
If anyone
over
wants
here.
to, if anyone wants to do anything quick, or like in this time, because we don't need to
Well,
play out the entire hours. But if you guys want to do something, we'll do like
after-
quick rolls until the 9 o'clock with the show. So if you want to do something,
Well, you can decide, but I do
quick,
want
we
to
can
try
just
and
distill it
convince
to a roll or something.
Schwing after. I don't know if we probably want to RP that or not, but I do want to try and convince him after to let me at least put him in the box.
Okay. Well,
Or we just wait. Let's find a wait.
let's just wait. Okay, we'll wait for that one. But if anyone else wants to do something, just in that time, we'll just distill it down to a quick roll.
I went to commence
Surge included.
resting.
Commence resting. Okay, you can do that for 4 hours. That'll be fine. You can find a
Sure.
spot and sit down in your elven meditation for a long rest.
I will do the same.
Okay, Lionel joins. Surge, anything at the festival after getting your band organized and having what you chose not to be the lone wolf, but ale, but something under beer or something?
Yeah, I would have been avoiding all of that because it looks shady right now. No, I'm just hanging out with my band, going over the songs, the set list, and I'm ready to play and perform.
Pray.
He regrets not being with us.
Dude.
Okay.
He covers Like a Prayer by Madonna.
Why don't you make another performance check to
Sure.
show them again, and then maybe this, if it's high enough, it'll grant advantage for the performance later.
What if he dies?
What
Then
if
he
I just
dies.
turn and I'm
Then he's dead.
23. So
Nice.
higher than
Yeah,
that.
that'll be enough. The band is tight.
Nice.
Everyone is. You spend the whole afternoon going over the set list. You're even making tweaks. You're like, oh, we'll take out these last notes. We'll just vibe this out, and then we'll go right into the next one. It'll be great. As you're making
I love a tight
transitions
band.
now with the band,
But
Love it.
and
This is the warmest pocket anyone's ever felt.
Oh my god.
The pocket is cozy, and we are in it.
Cozy. Snuggly.
before I actually go up on stage, I'll just be like, thank you so much. Here's a little tip. How many is in the backing band? I'd like to give them each.
Search
one
it as
gold.
little tips.
Yeah. just a little tip.
there's 4 people.
4 people? Yeah, I'll give them each 1 gold and say thank you. I'm poor, but this means the world to me. This is a big chance for me. And if this is successful, if we do great, if they love us, I think, we'll be in touch again after this. So let's give them a show.
That's the band name.
Yeah, of course,
Sergeant
let's,
Tips.
Serge's little tip.
And you can see over
I
the
think
course.
mine was a little better than that.
Surge in the little tips.
Yeah.
Little tips would be fun.
Little tips. They seem happy. They take the gold as more out of a sign of respect as being excited about the gold piece, but they I'm lagging a little bit. There we go. As yeah, we'll go to the show. So let's get-
You're lagging.
Sometimes it's not important what you were gonna say.
we'll just move right on.
I just heard white noise.
Yeah, basically.
Sometimes
The
everywhere-
channel
I
changing.
I saw the monkey with the symbols.
So you, as you are practicing, you hear that improv, one-man improv show going on.
He's just out there. What do you got? What are you doing, sir? What do you got?
He is
How's he doing?
doing okay. He's doing okay. He's getting
All right.
he's getting laughs every now and then, and it's very avant-garde. Almost once the first 10 minutes he stays in character. You know, nobody's really laughing at all, and then it almost becomes like a joke of itself. Where then now the crowd is now in on the joke 10, 15 minutes down the line, whereas now it's like cascading and snowballing. Where very Andy Kaufman.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a backstory starter for somebody's next character.
I got my break at this 3 years ago, but that's the last good thing that ever happened to me. Whatever happened
So-
now.
It's all about to go.
As after that happens, the sun is setting, or the sun is totally down at this point. There is a
I'm so
bright
stressed.
purple aurora borealis forming in the sky, and everyone is just
Oh.
periodically just like, oh my, just like looking up, just completely amazed. And I mean, you are as well. It's
Mhm.
beautiful, and the two moons have completely come in sync. But there's just, like, you can see if you look closer, there's still a sliver where it's not quite there yet.
We
That's
should
very
get them in the cages.
I will say this too.
And-
they gave me a little scrunchie with a moon gem on it, and I think
Yes.
it's on my horn.
Mhm.
Yeah,
The
I'm
cutest
gonna
little
leave
scrunchie.
it there.
Leave it on your horn.
Just fucking take it off. Make another bad decision.
Okay.
Put it on your little satyr tail. It'd be cute. Your little satyr tail.
As the main speaker, there it is, Aladar, a very finely dressed elven man. Usually elves have kind of longer hair. He has a very crew cut, faded up on the side. He's lined up.
He's hot.
Elf. He's a good looking man, and he's very tailored suit, in a dark gray, very thin pinstripes. Slender build, and kind of comes over to the side of the stage where Surge and the Tips are, and
It's a great name.
he's
It is.
Surge in the tips.
Surge in the Tips is a good
Just
band.
surge in the tips. Just surge in
he's adjusting his little cuffs.
Yeah, he's hot.
Excuse me. Sorry. Let me introduce myself. My name's Aladar. Nice to meet you. I heard you were the main performer tonight.
I am.
Heard rave reviews about you from my lovely friend Loris. So
Yeah,
I'm
we know.
quite excited.
Thank you. Me too. A little nervous, but I think we're gonna do great.
Great. What should I introduce you as? And now he's taking out a wand and he's adjusting it. And what should I introduce? Test
Let's get a Bob Marker. Fucking stick mic. Let's go.
Surge in the tips, and I think about the little goal that I gave them each earlier. Like, earn those tips, boys. Let's go.
Surge in the Tips. Okay. I'll cue you in, and your instruments, I believe. Yep, looks like they're mic'd up, and you see other little tiny wands pointed at, like, the drums and stuff set up. And there's one sitting on stage, as these are wands of thaumaturgy that will amplify.
Cool.
Let's go. Magic fixes everything.
Yep.
We're a rock band.
Yep, as
thought
in he
I'd
goes-
have to meet like the crazy cat again or something to get like some sort of like amp. But I'm glad we're
Yeah.
already doing this.
Make an artificer amplifier.
That's late.
Yeah.
That's late game, dude. That's late
Yeah,
game.
you gotta make
where
the
we-
fucking.
It's got a dragon
Two
electric
amps.
crystal in it to make a fucking. It's got the tubes humming in there. Yeah, it's.
the tube amps, and then he's fucking
Stoked.
just Mad Maxing it at some point. All right. Well, I will. I'll cue you in it. You'll know when. I'll say Surge in the Tips, and good luck.
All right. Thank you,
and
Robert.
enjoy yourself. This is a once in a lifetime festival, and
Maybe
I
not if
just-
this goes well. We'll see.
oh, you're killing out there. I got it. Okay, and he just turns around and and he just like very 0 to 100 just goes, everyone, welcome, thank you for coming. My name's Aldar Oridian. I have been a lovely member of this town for the last year or so, and we've put a lot of investments into it, and we've we put together this festival with a lot of funding, and I just cannot. It's so nice to see all of your lovely faces out here, and I need to put on music to make this make a little more sense.
We're gonna let it sit. Here, I'll give my thought that I had. So, the amp is full of electric eels that swim around that generate the power, and it's got like a glass front. And you're jamming in there, just in there, like.
That's badass.
Tubes. I get it.
Yeah.
Tubes.
Welcome everyone to the
Tubes. Tips and tubes.
the CDM Glow Festival. It's festivities have been going great. I saw this many points over to somebody who was just like engorged. He's like, I saw Derek win the pie eating contest. Congratulations, Derek.
Derek.
And we had a couple other winners. I think somebody still lost in the mirror maze. But anyways, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone. I really do appreciate everyone to coming out here, and we have sponsors of beer, and we like to thank the Lone Wolf Brewery. Like to thank the Shrobai Druids for having us here, and we have a very special performance tonight. And he goes and amps up the crowd. He's like, everyone, aren't you excited for the Cidium Glow? And then everyone murmurs like, no, show me you're excited. And then they get louder, and then, okay, well, give it up for what I know is the best band in my lorry, Surge and the Tips. And then he steps back and just gives you a very...
Yeah.
You have the stage.
Hey!
As
Having a good night.
Yep.
Everyone, let's keep the energy going. I see you're dancing, you're throwing your elbows, you're having a good time. You see these lights
Tossing
appear in the
bows.
sky. Yeah. Let's just keep it going. All right. We're going to open up with our first song here. It's called Rat in a Cage. Ready, guys?
Oh, man, a classic.
The classic.
Classic.
And
all right, make a performance check with advantage for getting the band all tight and practicing.
All right.
Or we'll turn on the Bardic Jam.
Oh, I got to hear the stuff before I throw the dice. What's the Bardic Jam?
You got an advantage.
Yeah.
You better throw another one.
Oh, I do, yeah. Good. First one is 15.
Not bad.
Advantage, though. Let's see if I can do better. Yeah, 15.
15.
Mm-hmm.
You got people head bobbing through Rat in the Cage. Just okay. And like the initial faces you can see in the front row of confusion and a couple sway little drunks, but you're spotting the music nerds off to the side going like
People are getting it, they're into it. All right.
yeah. You got a couple people. So
Any previous listeners from his last show who just love that they know the song?
his last show are all in the church right now, but the one before that.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I don't know, maybe there were some people when I battled
Everyone you
Burst,
referred to got kidnapped, murdered.
yeah.
There's a couple people. You do see a couple of the monks at first when you got into town. You see a scowl on their face as you interrupted some of their ceremonies. Their vow of silence ceremony you basically just jammed over. You also see a couple people in the tavern of the Tall Glass, the basement, see somebody that was at one of the gambling tables, just kind of give you a little nod, and then we'll break this up into we'll do 2 rolls, and then we'll do 3. So a third will be how the encore goes, if there is one. But 2, we'll just let's make another roll with advantage. See how legendary performance is.
What's the energy you're trying to put out into this crowd? What's like?
First one's 12. Like an.
What are you trying to puppet master in them?
Yeah, pretty much exactly. It's just like.
You want like sweaty jumping and stomping.
Yeah, I'm trying to invent counterculture. You know. Another 15.
As one does.
Advantage.
Okay, another 15. Yeah, it's going well. There's a little murmur. You don't have any mosh pits. You don't have any like really ragers going on, but you got a nice people doing the nice sways in the front. Like okay.
As long as they're not
and no, they're not hating at all. You're getting and it's going well. And what's your passive perception?
12.
Okay.
Did I see Murphy?
And
something else.
Well, you said you were looking for him earlier in the day. You did not. He did not show up.
Cool. Awesome. Even better.
And your set ends, and everyone's still excited. They start chanting. They're like, "One more song, one more song, one more song." As it slowly, like, there's like 4 or 5 people in the front that start it, and they're just like, "Yeah," and then it just kind of echoes all the way back. You're playing to like a field of, you just see a field of heads, basically.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'll look at Loris and be like, "Do you want me to one more song? They want one more song. I'll give them one more song. I'm gonna give them one more song. I'm not even gonna let."
She kind of just smiles and just kind of goes, like, "This is your moment."
I'll walk out and I'll say, "Thank you. This has been a blast. We're surging the tips. We've got a different musical style. I'm glad you guys are liking it. This last one I wrote about a friend named Warden. He's an Iron Man with a heart of gold, and wherever he is, I wish him well." And before I actually start playing, I'm going to use Enthralling Performance. And just kind of like what I told the guys in the band. Like, I just want to get like the Iron Man clap going, and I just want to jump into it. Like, this is really it. This is it. This is everything left on the stage. So
yeah, make it another performance check with advantage for Iron Man.
First one is a nat 20 and roll 20.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
All right, with your enthralling performances, like this cloak kind of unfurls and just as you're just, "I am Iron Man."
Yeah.
Like you on the little wand microphone, you see a thing that you can like, and it distorts your voice so you can be like, "I am Iron Man," and then everyone's like, you see terror go across everyone immediately, and then there's like, and then just boom, as you hit the chords, and everyone's in sync, hitting these tight, big, like industrial, just, and everyone just goes fucking like simultaneously head thrashing, that's their only response to the music, as you just invented the headbang amongst a crowd of individuals. As they're involuntarily bobbing their head, and it ends in a very long jam, where you guys all just get loud and then like and chaos, and then give your thank you, good night, and to just a very intense.
Is he showing any signs by the end of the show?
That's a good question, but I feel like I'd be.
Are his fingernails like really easy to pick with all of a sudden, or anything like that?
Yeah. You go from a regular pick to more finger picky with your talons coming out, but more noticeably, you find it easier to sing as like you almost have tusks starting to come out, and it's giving you like a little bit. So you can feel now your upper lip is kind of just, there's more, stuff going on up there. So kind of a little slight lisp to it when you sing and stuff. But for the show, it works out, and you end to a bustling cheer from the crowd. You thank you good night, and the tips walk and follow off. And to the side, you see Aladar ready to come on stage. He's adjusting his tie again, and then behind him, you see a drow elf standing there. Mr. Tebrin Dalio standing behind him as he just kind of looks at you and sees the moonstone on your horns, and has the umbrella by his side. He's kind of standing on it. Well, wonderful performance.
Thank you. Yeah,
and you can see he has a like a large backpack on his back. And he kind of goes, wonderful performance, and then just gives you a little wink.
I say, oh.
You're welcome. I've never heard music quite like that before. What do you call it? At this point, Aladar has gone off the stage and he goes, wow, what a wonderful performance. Give it up for Serge and the tips. Wow. This is all going on. Everyone's cheering, and this idle conversation between you and Tebrin as, what do you call it?
I call it rock music.
Well, it was a lovely performance. Why don't you stay around for mine? And make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, sure. Is this something... I think I have advantage on spells against me. Is this a spell against me?
It is.
Okay. Let me just check that I have that. I got I have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects targeted at...
Go ahead and fail the save.
I'm probably will. Because I have no bonus to my wisdom, but at least...
Go ahead and just fail the save, would you? Real quick. Go and just fail it.
12.
That doesn't seem like good enough.
Second one is 8. 12 total. Okay.
Yeah, you're gone. See you later.
As you are charmed by Tebrin, you regard him as a trusted friend, and he is to be heeded and protected.
Classic.
Nothing could go wrong.
You take his requests or actions in the most favorable way you can, and you will not put yourself in any danger, though. Or like he couldn't be like jump off a cliff, stuff like that. But you do listen to him and regard him as one of your friends. As the tips go, oh, hey, I'll catch you out. Like, a great show, Serge. Yeah, hit us up anytime. And then you walk off, and then Tebrin then adjusts. Why don't you hold this? And he just hands you his umbrella. I don't think I'll need it tonight. And then you hear, Aladar, well, nothing goes like a beautiful night, wonderful performance. Well, we might as well get a speech from a friend, and none of this would have been put on without him. With the funding, the getting the sponsorships lined up, sometimes we have to just, pay our respects to those
our corporate daddies.
Yes. And I've invited him here tonight. Took quite a bit for him to come. I had to really pull his leg. He did not. He never really wants to leave his place, but I've invited him over. And everyone, say hello to Mr. Tebrin. And Tebrin just slowly walks out. Thank you. And hands off the mic. And then Aladar kind of comes back to you and goes, Wow, that was just riveting performance there, Serge. Serge, wow, I've never heard music like that. That was incredible. Where'd you get that umbrella? Anyways, and then you hear Tebrin just slowly, he walks up to the front center of the crowd and goes, "It's a beautiful night." And he looks up as everyone here is half drunk. They're all looking up at this beautiful purple aurora borealis as now it's in full effect. And Tebrin goes, looks up over at the moons and goes, "Well, a beautiful night comes for a beautiful ceremony and a beautiful event at that. So, in conclusion of tonight's event, I was asked to speak." And he takes off his backpack, and is now holding it. He goes, "But I don't think I have the words for tonight. So, with that said," and he just reaches in and pulls out
Is it our rock?
the gem.
It's our
Pulls
rock.
out the gem, Surge, that you fought for in the vault. And then
No.
he just glances over towards you and gives you another wink. He raises it up and goes, "Everyone who has been having a great time, the time of their life." And the gem starts to glow a little bit as he's saying these words. "Please, everyone, come with me. Come to the mansion tonight. There's an after party that's starting right now." And then the gem just makes out this green pulse of energy. And it almost like when it's perpetuating through the air, the purple like aurora borealis starts like as it kind of like staves it off and like flecks it out like as it goes through. And make another wisdom saving throw.
In my head, for those who want to rock, just like hit the "we salute you" part right when he did that, and then just the chaos montage begins right after the rock and roll performance. For those who want to rock.
That's a 15, but I get advantage on this, right? Because it's still a spell.
You do.
Come on.
4. 15 those, alright.
It is not enough.
Shit.
Bum 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 bum.
Mwah.
As everyone then looks kind of stunned in the audience, and then one by one, including Aladar next to you, just kind of, they all start walking out of the festival. And he says, "Come with me!" As, well, I gotta make sure the gem gets its charge back. It does not, so it now looks like a dull gem, and he just kind of looks at it and just tosses it over his shoulder. "Everyone, nothing like a plan that comes together. Come on, Serge."
That's it. I genuinely was expecting like bone shattering, like blood popping monsters from some of the people, and then they start tearing other people limb from limb.
Well, sorry, just point. They are being ushered to the Underdark. And Serge, you are his little helper man right now. Those of you at the church, you can see now, like, in here, the purple glow is, like, really radiating in the sky, and then you guys see the pulse, even if you're not looking at it with your peripheral vision, just of the green, like, and does not have a range to get to you guys.
I was like, oh no. Our plan ruined by a magical nova.
Yikes.
Did Did Schwing finish his prayer?
Yes.
I don't know where in the timing of before the magical pulse that we are, or if we're right around it, but Schwing,
Yeah.
I know that you have fear, but Sehanine will guide you through the darkness, the haze of terror. I really... Let me show you at least where the room in which you'd stay.
Lionel?
And then you can decide.
I think I want Lionel to stay with me.
That's fine.
Am I still in my long rest or not?
Oh yeah, he might be resting.
You got. Well, during this period, I mean, it only takes you guys 4 hours. I was thinking.
I was
so,
just,
you guys
just
are,
asking.
Yeah, you guys are.
We're
You
good?
guys are.
Okay.
You and Pam are long rested. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We can stay with you in there if you wish. Actually, I can stay. I'll stay with you.
What was that?
You
Sorry.
think you could do that?
I can stay with you in there. Yes.
Okay.
I have other business in there to take care of as well.
Don't chain me up. You can put me in there, but do not chain me up.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, okay. Let me have one more beer. And I'll
Just bring them.
I'll take a couple with me. I'll take some
They're
drugs.
only for Sping. Nobody else is having any.
We don't need to ration these. If
We
you
don't
want to
drink under beer.
just get drunk. I don't care.
We don't
So-
drink
Sehanine
under-
has no rules about that. Not a
So,
single rule.
I'll take all my shit off. My armor, everything. I'll hand it all over, even the staff. The spider staff. I'll hand it all over. I'll take the case of beer. And reluctantly...
Keep the
reluctant-
moonstone.
Keep
Reluctantly.
the moonstone. Yeah, what are those words? Moonstone, reluctant?
Yep.
Yeah. Reluctant.
Begrudgingly,
There it
I'll
is.
go into the cage.
Much harder word to say.
All right.
And you see Wim in there in his underclothes, chained.
Oh, am I the same? Am I the
I
same?
have, yeah, it's one room.
Oh.
We're gonna have a fun night.
There are 2 rooms.
We go in that one. He doesn't want to be chained up.
I just wanted to make sure. Yep.
No, we go in that one. Schwing, if you feel that you must tear something limb from limb, this is Wim. Sinner,
Yeah.
defiler of
Hi.
holy places, enemy of Sehanine.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Also, like,
Yes.
what if I need out?
Well, then we'll go out.
Okay, that sounds good.
And as we're going in, I'd like to whisper to Lionel, do not let us out until the sun
Understood, sir.
rises.
Do I hear it?
I can make a check. For that, yeah.
Yeah. Stealth first. Disadvantage perception because you're drunk.
Disadvantage perception. I'm rolling in TaleSpire. That's a 7. That's a 7. I've rolled 4 7s in a fucking row.
I had a 7 as well, but with my blessing from Sehanine, I got a 9.
God damn it.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. As Fing is locked up.
So we come in there and I introduce Wim. Wim, this is our friend
Please let me
Sping,
out. Please.
who will, as you see from the talons, any other signs Sping's having?
By this point, yeah.
How's he manifesting this kind of mood?
Almost. He's like almost turning into like a larger, more monstrously strong cat. And make a perception check.
Okay. 15? Wait. 16.
His claws are almost now at full length. He hasn't fully transformed, but you can see that his muscles and stuff are like almost like he just got out of the gym. Like he's pumped up, like ready to bust, and just looking more feral than he usually.
Bust. How I always leave
I'm
the gym.
fucking pumped up and I'm ready to bust.
Such a leaving the gym mood.
Yeah, and I need Danny here. Pen, what are you doing after your long rest?
I'm gonna go.
I'm preparing some different spells.
Gotcha. It's okay. We'll scene over to Surge here. As Tebrin is still standing on the stage, he goes, "Surge."
Yeah, I'll walk over there. Don't have a choice.
Yep. Hey, isn't it just a beautiful night? Well, trying to figure out what to do with you. By the looks of it, you're turning over tonight. You're gonna cause too much trouble around these creatures. I need them for something else.
Can you stop me from turning?
Kind of looks up and thinks about it for a second. And I suppose I could. And he like smiles creepily at you. Great idea. Come with me.
Okay.
And he goes, "Oh wait, I hate walking. Do you know where my do you know where my mansion is?"
No, is this the first time I'm meeting this guy? I don't think.
Yeah, he doesn't.
We know where his mansion is.
Yeah. So.
But anyways, it's that way. You can't miss it. And honestly, just follow the herd. I mean, I'm so glad that. And then he just immediately turns into a bat and just into the night sky.
Bat?
I'm the Batman.
I'm feeling there's a vampire thing going on.
Which way are we going?
Was it the buckets of blood?
We're not passing by the church, are we, on the way to his mansion?
No. And you are charmed by him for 24 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I assumed I was charmed for a long time.
Sleep in your performance bed.
I will. It was great.
Sleep
Did you see him
in
head
it.
bobbing?
And that's how
we were in the church.
we didn't see it. We were really busy starting a cult.
Well, as that's happening, you're Surge. You are searching the tips, and the entire crowd that you just performed to are all walking, much like you were from the Night Owl to the church, walking to where you already know your destination is. It's on carts down to the Underdark for all of these people as you make your way to the mansion. Coben, as you turn back to Lionel to say, lock up, keep us in here overnight. And as he goes, yes, sir, and you shut it, you can see that his eyes, like his sockets of his, are larger than normal.
Whose?
Do you see it?
You do. With your perception check, I had you roll.
Lionel.
I shut the door.
As you see the door shut and just
Am I like
the bar.
Am I aware of this?
Did you say something, Seth? Through the door.
I mean,
I see what you're doing. You were praying and changing your spells. Yeah, you can be close by.
My spells. Can I do like a perception to see if I hear this?
Yes, of course. probably be kind of hard from where you said you were.
Kind of hard.
I was gonna say
I come out and I successfully helped Schwing change and Wim's alive, and everyone else out there is dead because Lionel turned into like a fucking octopus of death or something. Some kind of werepuss.
Oh, where?
Whoa.
Some kind of
you would have heard your perception was good enough to where you would have heard the entire conversation of Quoben asking Lionel shut him in there for the rest of the night, and then he did that.
I would think nothing of it.
Okay. And as we kind of fast forward a little bit to get to a spot here for them to end on, as Serge, you make your way through this beautiful mansion where inside, as you're walking through, you're not charmed in the same way as everyone else is. You did fail the check, but you're to be kind of hypnotized. What the actual spell is sympathy, as everyone is enchanted, but you also have Tebrin's charm, where you're his friend. So as you come in, you do see a woman going, "Greetings, everyone. So nice of you to have you here." And then you can visibly just see these fangs as she's just like, yes, come through. And then you see a platter kind of just floating, almost like a servant's platter, but an unseen servant is carrying it as it's passing through. And she goes, "Oh, yes, I'll take one." And it's just a glass of very, it's blood, but she goes,
"It's blood like blood."
It's very blood.
Oh, God.
I was gonna say like a red wine. It's like a very viscous. I was gonna describe it. No, it's blood. As you just kind of see that, and you're like, "Oh shit!" But they are your friends, and they ushered through, and she's like, "Come on," and then she takes it down, and then, okay, only 5 on the elevator at a time. There's 2 elevators. Get in 2 separate lines. Let's go. And just chugging wine glasses. Basically like suburb mom drinking wine, but it's blood. And ushering these really, really shoddy elevators as they go down. You just hear them go as everyone is getting in and going down to where you've already been before. And just kind of Tebrin comes through and just manifests out of a bat and just well, quite the showing we have tonight here. This will be a lot of fun. Manchun will be very, very pleased. Now, anyways, I'm going to go downstairs and well, watch the process. And he just again and just goes down the little bat cave for the elevators, but just flies as a bat. As you get on the next elevator and just down, and there's a little kind of goblin-like figure with these goggles on that is like really commencing these experiments, sacrificing safety for time as he's just trying to get everyone going. And you can hear there's Night Mask, and you can hear that same screeching of the iron of the rails as they're just sending carts of people down to deeper in the Underdark. And then Tebrin's like, what's your Serge, was it? And the tips? I hope that's not your last name. Well, you said you don't want to be a were-creature anymore, correct?
Yes. Yeah. No, don't want to be that.
Well. Why don't we wait for your friends to come, and we'll make you into something much more fun. Come with me.
Yeah,
and he ushers.
Oh, no.
And he ushers you through the area as people are getting converted, and you walk past the cart where they're just going down and into the vault. And we'll screen wipe back to the church. Coben, you're getting the door shut in your face. It's like, oh, okay.
I don't think I think too much of it. I'm just like, that was weird. I'm real occupied
Yeah.
right now.
Okay.
So I'm real zoned in right now on what's about to happen in this room, and I'm pretty sure it might get real rowdy. Schwing, how are you feeling?
DM, how am I feeling?
Well, let's make the rolls. Those of you with moonstones,
I would like to just most of the time be in Wim's blind spot while I'm talking loudly. And I would have put Schwing right in front of him.
Got it.
In his not blind spot.
Those of you who have been bitten, roll a wisdom saving throw. With advantage if you have moonstones on you.
I have a moonstone, right?
You do. Okay. The DC is 14.
Wisdom saving throw and TaleSpire with advantage. I rolled a natural 20 plus 2 on the first roll. Let me just make sure. I just
roll for the crit.
Make sure.
Sorry, so you want me to roll too?
Yep.
Okay, just checking.
I rolled a 15.
Okay.
And a 7. So 22 crit 6, whatever.
18.
Huh?
Okay.
I'll roll for the crit because why not? Nope. 18.
Okay. We'll start with Surge. As you're starting to, your tusks are now coming out as you're turning partially into a boar. What is your strength score?
Not good. -1.
What's the actual
total.
score?
8. Yeah.
Change it to 15. As you just, and you just become really strong as you halfway turn into a boar, but you do have control over it. But you are in a hybrid form with the 15. And Sving, what is your dex score?
The score or the modifier? The score is 16.
Change it to 17.
Okay.
And with your nat 20, you completely change into what is a were-tiger, sort of cat hybrid.
That's fucking sick.
But you are full.
What the fuck?
You are full.
Are you serious?
You change full. You don't go into hybrid form with the nat 20. Instead, through the night with your nat 20, you have complete control over, and as an action, you can shift in and out.
I'm going to be monologue.
In your were-tiger form, not only is your dex up, you have weapons of claws and bites, and
what was
you have a pounce attack. Well, I'll tell you what the damage is on those stuff, but you do have a natural weapon of claws and a bite attack when you're shifted, and you have keen hearing and smell, so you have advantage on perception checks based on those things, and a pounce attack. And Surge, you have your charge attack is a little stronger.
Feel the blessing. Take through your senses. It will come. You'll feel wild and untamed, but you must master it, and you can. And as he's just changing into a tiger, focus on the hunt. Focus on.
With your nat 20, you have complete control, so I don't have to override anything you say, but you can shift in and out of as a were-tiger.
Focus.
I'm gonna shift in. And
focus
the
on the
I'm gonna
smell,
do is
the enhanced sight of your blessed form.
I'll look at Coben. I'll look at Coben as he's talking to me.
Yes. That is it. The hunt is yours. The huntress has blessed you.
And then I look over to the guy that's chained up, and I do the same thing. Down!
And I would lean into it right over his... Sense the pulse, and I'm going to run my finger up his neck, like along his throat. Sense the prey. And I'm just trying to fuck with this guy as much as I can.
Okay. And last but not least, Lionel, what was your roll?
15.
15. As you involuntarily shift into a hybrid form. What is your dex score?
My dex score is a 17.
It goes up to 18.
Okay.
You, in your hybrid form, and Pem, you see this happening as he just kind of he kind of hunches over a bit, and then you see his face, his eyes get much bigger than normal in this hybrid form, where they almost take up all of his drow head, and he has a little bit of a beak to him, and then he has little wings. It's hard for you to walk in this form. Your speed goes down to 10, but you do have a fly speed of 50.
Oh shit, okay.
Wait, what is it?
As he turns into a hybrid owl.
That's hot.
And you get the keen hearing as well, and the sight. So no smell, but you get keen hearing and sight.
You got to get him in that other box. You're the one out there.
You're the one that went, I don't even know what to say.
I'm busy with a were-tiger.
But as you all are shifting in the night, Lionel, as you do, you kind of let out a nice look, or whatever a fucking owl sounds like. And Quoben, you hear the echo from and Sving, and especially Sving with his new hearing, hear the echo of this owl just call. And Tebrin looks over at you, Serge, and goes, "Oh, not so fast." And he takes out a little bit of whatever the component is. I don't want to look it up right now. And then just removes your curse as you
Zest of 3 limes.
Your strength immediately goes back to what it was, as you're just as you slowly stop the boar. And he goes, "You'll become something much more tasty." And as he goes to smile, you can see his fangs come out a little bit. And that is where we'll end tonight. And everyone level up as as we hit the level 4.
I have post-stream questions about leveling up, so we'll talk about those. We'll discover them next time.
Why don't we roll hit points?
Ooh, yeah.
Real quick, and we'll start with Surge.
Yeah, let me see.
Assume you're going 4th into bar.
Fourth?
I'm only asking because I just in my player game but
What is my hit dice?
I believe you're an 8.
Yep.
It is an 8.
We re-roll ones, but
8.
hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Add it on in.
I got a D10. I'm rolling that in TaleSpire. I rolled a 2. Fuck my ass.
All right, Pem, what? I believe druids are an 8 if you're going druid.
Is it?
I'll check for you here, double check. Yep, you're D8.
Okay.
So remember to add your con mod as well to your new hit points.
Fuck, 8.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Nice.
Plus 1.
Lionel?
7.
Nice.
Ooh, hot health rolls. Robin,
7.
Ooh.
not bad. Not bad. aside from Sving, that was a high average there. And yeah, hell yeah. Love. You guys have any other questions? You guys can take feat or ability scores here. Those of you that are keeping lycanthropy, that's your new score. Is that so?
Permanent?
As long as you have, yep.
That's fucking insane.
Just for that one?
Yeah.
We only get that one, right? The dex.
Just a
For
plus
me?
one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
And Connor had 15 strength all of a sudden, but now he's a pussy.
I'm also. I don't look like a boar. So,
You're dead. Also, I love that he thinks we're coming. Hey, I love that he thinks we're going to go save
I
you.
don't think that. No, my plan was to get back to the church. Just like
No. The vampire man's like, we're gonna wait for your friends. We're like, we have a whole flock of religious people. We've got like stuff, we've got stuff going on.
Oh man. So my
Yeah, Connor. We'll have to talk. Maybe think of a backup idea to play out if
yeah. I think
but
Serge left his mark. He got the big show, and then
that was a bad call. What you did is what we're gonna call a bad call.
It's one of
that was Serge's dream.
Though. Yeah, and it was one of my flaws.
It was good.
Unreliable to my friends, so I had to do what I had to do.
I mean, the character played so well.
Yeah, this isn't the first time I got fucked up and trapped in a basement.
No, it's definitely like his mood. Remember earlier this campaign?
you remember I guess like yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember like one day ago where you did the exact same shit?
Well, that yeah.
At least I tried to help.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, I'll talk to all of you. That way I can gauge if we'll need to introduce another backup or not, or if you get saved. We'll figure out we'll figure it all off stream. But
yeah. Okay.
Everyone,
yeah,
thanks,
we can chat about it.
Thanks for hanging. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.
Love you, Trenton.